demonstrate FTIR instrument. FTIR instrument basically used to find out the functional groups or chemical bond of the material. So before starting to sample measurement, I'll explain the complete instrument setup. Then after that, I'll explain step by step of sample measurement. So coming to instrument setup, so this is a FTIR instrument, so main instrument. So here this is called FTIR cover. If you lift up this cover, so it will be like vertical lift up. So here it looks like this is actually set up. So where actually IR rays comes from here, this side, and it will falls on the sample and it will goes to the detector. So this is here inside the part, and this is complete setup called FTIR slide holder. Okay, so this is actually KBr mode. So for KBr mode, we'll be having like FTIR slide prepared sample pellet. So in a pellet holder. So this is actually pellet holder. So we will keep prepared sample pellet inside this one. Then after that we'll close like this. Okay. So we'll close like we'll slightly tight, and we'll keep it inside the slide holder like this. So this is about KBr mode. So if you want to go for ATR mode, so what we'll do, we'll take out this complete slide holder outside. So it will comes this KBr slide holder, and we'll take out. So we'll keep it outside, and in this portion, so we'll keep it the ATR mode. So in the ATR mode, two things will be there. So this is actually ATR pin tip. Okay. So here IR rays will goes from this side, and it will comes outside. So this is actually we'll take it ATR and we'll set up in this one. So IR rays comes from this side and it will go outside and through the sample. Okay. So this is about ATR mode, and here it is the system. So once we pass through detector and everything, so we'll see the spectrum in the monitor. So I'll explain you when I'm doing sample measurement how actual spectrum looks like and everything. So I'll show you in the system. Now, and this is a KBr pellet die set. Okay. So here you will be having, this is the upper plunger we call, and this is the lower plunger. Okay. And here is the KBr die. Okay. These both are, and this is a pestle motor. So where we'll take the sample mixture, sample and KBr mixer ratio, and we used to grind completely to make the fine product. Alright. And this is a tissue paper for cleaning purpose. So here it is a KBr press. So where we'll make the pellet by using this one. So we'll fix the complete this KBr pellet die set, and we'll place it here, and we'll apply the pressure to 10 tons. And after 10 tons, like we'll leave it for releasing pressure. So it automatically comes to 0. Then after that, we'll take out the prepared sample pellet from this die set. Okay. So this is about completely instrumentation part. Yes. So now I'll explain sample measurement of the instrument. So here you will be having two modes. One is KBr mode, another one is ATR mode. So what I'll do, I'll completely explain first KBr mode. Then after that, I'll explain completely ATR mode of 3 steps. Pre-preparation and measurement, data collection. Okay. So first I am going to explain KBr mode of 3 steps: pre-preparation, measurement, and data collection. Okay. So before going to measuring the sample, so first we need to fill up the login details in your logbook. So this is actually FTIR instrument logbook. So here we need to fill up the details of which date you are going to do, name and ID number, mobile number, and in time and out time. And in the remarks, we'll fill up the how many samples we did. Okay. So after fill up this logbook, so first step 1, so we need to switch on the instrument. So this is actually computer. First I am switching on. Okay. After switch on the system, so we have to switch on the instrument. So generally we'll switch on instrument once only. We won't switch off this one basically. So first, but whenever you switch on the instrument first, so it shows FTIR instrument actually succeeded. Instrument succeeded. Then after that, it will start showing Perkin Elmer FTIR. This one dialog message. So that it is actually instrument is switched on. After switch on the computer, so here you will see the spectrum icon. So we need to double click on this one. So once if you double click, so this Perkin-Elmer login window will be opened. So it will shows like username of PE service. So now we have to click on OK. So once after if we click on OK, it will show the Perkin-Elmer spectrum window. So this is actually Perkin-Elmer spectrum window. Now here if you look at it like doing in KBr mode, so here if you see here if you see it, so here unknown are like not fitted, it's showing. So now what we have to do, we have to fit the KBr slide holder inside the instrument. So we have to connect it first. So now what I'll do, so this is actually KBr slide holder. So if you see here backside, there is actually pin type of connection is there. So if you open the KBr cover, instrument cover, here you will see the another female kind of pin. So this male kind of pin and female kind of pin, it has to connect. Yeah. So now it is now I connected both things. So just pressing, keeping here, and just if you press it slowly, so it will be connected both. So now instrument and slide holder connected successfully. For that we need to cross check whether it is connected properly or not. After connecting, so now it is showing slide holder. It means that the KBr, whatever the slide holder we have connected, it is connected successfully to the instrument. So now before doing sampling, we have to do background. So here it is actually background option is there. So for that we have to give the specification. We have to give the specification for sample specification from where to where you wanted to measure. So those specifications actually I have given here. 4000 to 400 I wanted to measure, and this is the number of scans per minute. So this is actually I am just going to measure, take it like 10 scans. So generally we will prefer for 10 scans per minute. Then I am doing background. So if you do it background, so now I am clicking the background option. So now it is background of the instrument is taking. So it will collect the background response of the instrument completely, so that this response will be removed from our sample. So it will take few seconds to complete this background scan. So after filling complete percentage, so this is the background response, actually it is collected from the instrument. So now this background scanning is completed. So now we can prepare the sample, and we can keep the sample in sample pellet holder. So now I am going to explain how to prepare the sample pellet through KBr mode. So now I will explain sample preparation of KBr mode. So before preparing sample pellet, so we need to completely clean the KBr pellet die set with the help of acetone by using tissue paper. So now I here completely I cleaned everything, so with the tissue paper. So after cleaning this pellet die set, we need to measure the sample to KBr 1:100 ratio. Now I have taken this sample 2 milligrams. With respect to that mass ratio of 1:100 ratio, I have measured the KBr also with the help of microbalance. So after that, so we need to take this sample. We need to take sample into motor and KBr also. So I have taken this sample and KBr into motor with the help of pestle. So I am just making this one fine product. So we have to grind like this. After preparing fine product, after grinding, so we have to prepare the pellet, sample pellet. For that, we have to take die. So this is a base, and I am keeping like this upper one. So just like pressing lightly. So after fixing this one, so I am taking lower plunger. This is a lower plunger. I am just keeping this side inside this one die. So it's went inside. So now I'm taking spatula. With the help of spatula, I'm placing this sample on above of the lower plunger. So just like slightly. Yeah. So I'm just poured this sample inside this die, and I'm placing this upper plunger from above the sample. So this is a complete die preparation for making pellet. So this pellet die, I am keeping inside this press to make sample pellet. So just I kept inside. Okay. So we need to we need to apply the pressure of 10 tons by using this lever handle. So just like you have to do like this. Then here pressure will be applied when you doing like this. So now I applied 10 tons of the pressure. So we need to leave like this after applying 10 tons. So we have to leave for a certain time. This pressure slowly start decreasing, automatically reaches to the zero. Now we can see it's slowly decreasing the this pressure. It's like slowly moving towards zero. So we have to wait till up to it reaches to zero. Yeah, after waiting few minutes, so now this pressure it reaches to zero. So now we can open this die from inside press, so we can take out the pellet. So just we have to rotate this one. We have to rotate this one, and this die will be comes outside. So just slightly we have to rotate like this, base and upper one. Now this is cave. Actually, so prepared pellet will be inside. For taking out of that pellet from this die, we have to use release ring. So this is a release ring. So for that we have to keep it inside the press in the reverse direction. Okay, in the reverse direction I just kept upper plunges downside. So I'm keeping this release ring like this position, because I can able to see through this release ring, and I'm just rotating this one. Now I am applying the pressure, so that what happens, this lower plunger comes upward direction along with the pellet. So you can see, just I am applying, so this will move upward direction when I am applying pressure, and along with that also it's actually moving upward direction. So now pellet also came to take out this upper one die, and I am taking out this release ring. So for handling this pellet we have to use forceps. Take out this lower plunger. So I am just taking out this one. With the help of forceps you have to hold pellet. So we have to be careful while you are holding pellet. So this is actually sample pellet, prepared sample pellet. So after preparing this sample pellet, you have to come to instrument and open this FTIR-Instrument cover and take out this sample pellet holder. So just I am opening this screw. So we have to place inside the sample pellet holder like this. So after clipping this one pellet inside the holder, just slowly I am rotating. So we should not tightly fix it. We have to slightly fix this screw. After keeping this one, so you can see here this is the pellet, prepared pellet. After keeping this one, just I am keeping inside slide holder. Now I'm done with the keeping this pellet inside. Just I'm closing this cover. So after closing this cover, so we have to come to the software. Now we have to give sample ID. Okay. So in description you can give description for your reference. So just I'm giving powder sample. Okay. Now we have to check the measurements specification, 4000 to start wavelength and end wavelength, number of scans again. So before clicking the scan, after checking everything, just click on scan. The scan process will be started. So it will goes from 0 to 100%. After 0 to 100%, so now we will see the spectrum. So it is started recording spectrum. So it will reach 100%. After reaching 100%, now we can see the spectrum. Yeah, so it's about to finish now 100%. So it's completed 100%. Yeah. So after completion of 100%, so the spectrum is shown. This is actually your sample spectrum. So this is actually about measuring process. After measuring spectra, so for collecting data collection, so we have to touch on this sample view icon. Okay. After clicking on sample view icon, you have to go to file. So if you want to export, here you can export two modes. One is actually Excel, another one is report mode. Export. Okay. So here you choose the path, but this 3 dots is there, no? So we have to click it, this one. You have to choose the path where you wanted to export the path location. So I am going to certain location. And apply all. So this is actually generally we use it for if you are done with the actually, here I done only one sample. So here I just completed only one sample. So but if you done like more than one, if you done like more than 2 or 3 like samples, so those samples at a time you can take out the collection. So in that case, so here you can give the path and you apply, click on apply to all. So this all samples whatever is there now, it will be saved in the same location where you have chosen. So after choosing the path location, just click on the export. Now just you go and confirm check it. I'm just going to the path location. So here it's my sample. I given KBr sample ID. So this is actually sample export Excel file. If you double click it, it will give the results wave number versus percentage of transmitted. Okay. So if you want to export in PDF mode, same you have to go file, click on file. So there actually you will be having report. So if you click the report, here its option will come browse. Same you have to choose the location where you wanted to save. I'm going to same location, lab manual, and click on report. So this is actually generated report, instrument generated report. So this is how you can collect the data of in Excel format and in a PDF format. Yeah, so now we done with the KBr mode. I'll explain you now how you will measure the sample measurement through ATR mode. So preparation steps for KBr and ATR mode, step number 1 to 7 is completely same. So there is no change in ATR mode. So before doing sample measurement, we have to take out this KBr slide holder. Just touch down of this one and slightly pull. So it is open. Now we have to connect this ATR to the instrument. Okay. Just I am taking this ATR setup. See here there is a plug, male type of plug. So that we have to connect to the female type. So slightly you have to push it. So now it is connected. Okay. So after connecting, you just cross check whether instrument is connected or not. So for that we have to go Spectrum. I am opening the Spectrum software. So Spectrum is showing. So here it's showing ATR is actually connected. So it's a Gladiator is a company. So it's a Gladiator. So that's what it's showing. So but it is actually ATR is connected. So before doing sample analysis, so we have to go for background. We have to check the background checkup. So for that we have to first clean this surface. So here you can see it. If this is actually small ring, diamond ring, it's a monolithic diamond crystal of 3 mm small ring. So we have to clean this some complete surface so that there should not be any dust. Now I am cleaning this surface with the tissue paper and a stone. So we have to clean 2 times, so ensure that there won't be any kind of contaminants. So after cleaning properly, so you have to go for background scan. You have to give your specification, start wavelength number and end wavelength number of scans. So I just checked this, I given these details. I am clicking on background. So it started collecting background information. After completion of background scan, so now we have to give the sample. We have to place the sample on this diamond crystal. Now I am actually giving methanol sample. So this is actually I am using syringe for giving methanol sample. So we have to give 1 drop. Yeah, I place the methanol. Then after that, above this sample, so we have to use this. This tip has to touch with the sample. For that, we have to rotate this rotator. So ensure that this tip actually connected with your sample. Okay. Then close this cover, instrument cover. Now comes to here. Software window. Here I given sample ID. Okay, and this description. I'm just giving liquid sample. So after giving sample ID and description, you have to check the starting scan and end scan and number of accumulations, number of scans, and click on scan. So it will start collecting the spectrum from 4000 to 400. So this is actually methanol spectrum started collecting. It will reach us to 100%. After reaching 100%, this spectrum will be shown. After completion of 100% scan, so here it is actually showing spectra. So for data collection of this spectra, KBr mode and ATR mode is both are same. So then after that we have to take out this collected reports of Excel and PDF files in through pen drive, and you can plot this graph. So once after collecting data through pen drive, so we have to go with the exiting window. We need to close all the browsers. So save unsaved data and click OK. So we have to close the whatever files open and shut down the system and clean the all die set, pressure motor and press, keep it back. Yeah, this is how we will conduct the instrument, FTIR instrument. Thank you.